fucking stoned.
Come on, Eric, do the intro.
No, that is me. Good
No.
stuff.
Dennis, you want to do the intro? Yeah, come on, baby. You don't never do nothing. Come on now.
Eric, you can do it. You can do it.
Rock, paper, scissors for the intro right now.
Fuck no.
It's not happening.
You can't even see Dennis.
Right?
Marshall, you want to do it again or you want me to do it?
God damn it, man.
It's
like
fun.
it,
I'm trying to switch it up.
What, was mine good?
It was
Yeah,
really
it
good.
was
It was
really
fun.
That's
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
good, yeah.
All right. Nah, you do it. No,
I think everyone's gonna enjoy it, yeah.
Come on, Eric, get one in. Just
Yeah,
do-
I want
do-
Eric's.
I did
want
too.
Eric's.
No, my vote's for Marshall.
You know how
He fucking
you know,
killed it last time.
you know how he does the YouTube jumps. He's like, "Sup? Go
Yep.
check out my shit."
Stop. Slob nest. Yeah, we're talking. Let's get it.
That's the intro.
Precisely be it. Yeah.
There you go, Dennis. That's the intro. All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Slim Nest Podcast. I'm Superhero Joe, joined by what it is 98, X Coat, and this
Sup?
blue chair right up here. Oh,
I
there you
can't find my babe.
This blue chair over here.
go. This is going great. Oh, I'm crying. I'm trying to get. Welcome to the part 2 of short episodes. We're trying to figure out some new formats for the podcast, and I think this like panicky, we need to get an episode going quick kind of vibe is funny because everyone, or at least Marshall's sweating. I'm sweating too. I don't know how.
I am not sweating.
You look shiny.
sweating.
You look super
look
shiny.
pretty
How am
sweaty.
I
You
shiny?
look naturally
You
sweaty,
look
though, honestly.
yeah, facts. Little greasy baby.
My skin is perfectly moist. I mean, shit.
Is that good, though?
Yeah, like look at my cheeks, bro. Look at my cheeks.
I guess, yeah, you don't
no
want dry
hair.
skin, so yeah, you
no
know.
hair. You see this beard, bro? I'm fucking perfect. I'm majestic.
What the fuck?
Handsome as all get out. I don't know. They were talking shit. I had to let them know.
We're just in shambles.
God.
All right. Hey, babes, we're
So
back.
what's the next topics?
Okay,
man.
Batman. Joe wants to talk about Batman.
Oh yeah,
wanna-
Batman.
I want to briefly, and we could maybe branch off on other things too, but I wanted to briefly just touch on Batman. We talked about it a few
How
episodes
wrong
ago.
you are.
Yeah, we're how wrong were we, Joe?
Dennis, did I do this to them when they were talking? That's crazy, right?
Man, just tell us how wrong you
Fucking
are.
spit it out.
I'm trying to give a little
good.
background for the listeners.
Fuck your background. Spit it out.
They don't care.
Anyway.
We all
Bro,
care.
they're true fans.
All
They
right,
know.
so Eric and Marshall with 1L saw Batman a while back, and they had mixed reviews about it. Would that be fair to say? You guys had some pretty mixed reviews. Like you liked some parts of it, you didn't like some parts of it. That's pretty fair.
They're
You didn't like
mixed,
most of
yes.
it.
I think our views were mixed. I don't think our reviews were mixed. They were pretty straightforward.
I was just trying to generalize it.
Mid.
Okay, mid. So
Mid.
mid, mixed, same thing. Anyway, however, I actually really enjoyed the 3 hours. I know a lot of people didn't, and it could have. I agree with you guys that it could have been a little bit shorter. There were some parts that didn't need to be in there, but as far as the fight scenes, I feel like you guys were wrong on the fight scenes that we did get. I felt were substantial enough, and they were the set pieces behind them. I thought were really good. So you guys were like, oh, there wasn't enough fight scenes, and we didn't really get to see a lot of Batman. The intro, the way the whole movie is shot, and how ominous the entire fucking thing is was really good. I love
It doesn't
that was
happen-
enough for 3
It
hours.
doesn't happen again for another hour, and then
And we
you
saw
get
it in
into
the
a
trailer.
nightclub fight.
Dennis. Was I done with my review? That's crazy, right?
Bro, no.
No.
Also,
Yeah, we're gonna
but
talk
you're-
about these
you're-
points as you bring them
You're,
up.
Okay,
you're
fair.
wrong because we didn't say that the fight scenes weren't good and the settings weren't good.
You
They
said
were
there wasn't
fucking
enough
cool.
fight scenes. That's what y'all said. Y'all said
For
there was
3
not enough.
hours.
enough.
Correct.
Okay.
There wasn't enough.
What did I say? I agree that there should have been less of a runtime. I agree with that. So
We also didn't say that 3 hours is fine. There just
you
wasn't
said it should
enough.
have been 3 hours. Play the tape, Dennis.
For what it was, it shouldn't have been 3 hours. If they added more to it, they wouldn't have minded the 3 hours.
Exactly.
So I
That's like having a
enjoyed.
game with a big map with 2 side quests. You know what I'm saying? That's how I felt like.
I enjoyed the 3 hours. Right. I was okay with it because I've seen a lot of movies that are really that have crazy runtimes. Whatever. Right. I enjoyed the runtime for this. I loved how it was shot, so I was kind of engaged the majority of the time with the whole detective thing he was doing. I liked Robert Pattinson's Batman. His Bruce Wayne, there was things I did and didn't like. It did
Doesn't
reflect. It did reflect some of the weird year 2 Batman comics that we've seen before, where he just like the example, like where he's talking with Alfred and it's daytime and he puts on the sunglasses.
Yeah.
Year 2 Batman, that's a staple for him in the sense that he just does not fucking want to be Bruce Wayne. He wants to be Batman only. So, I mean, there was a lot of comic book similarities that I really enjoyed. The Riddler, I really liked too, up until the end. I didn't like how he got stopped. I thought that was really weird and it was kind of anticlimactic. I would have liked but the fight at the end where the flood is happening and everything, I thought that was pretty well done. And I loved how it was set up. Like it was really cool to see all the different dilemmas. Like for the sheer fact that the whole fucking city is flooding and they kind of did it on that scale. It looked really cool and it looked really panicky. The tension was there for a lot of the movie. The parts that were dull weren't dull for really long. I would say it's a solid 7 out of 10. 7, 8. I enjoyed it. So that was I did like it though. And I'm looking forward to see what they do with the sequel. They've already greenlit that bitch. So that's my point.
That sounds like almost exactly what we all said.
Man, please, Dennis, play the tape. Exhibit A.
I'm saying.
Play the proof.
Both of y'all were like, this is whack. This is
We're
mid.
just more. We're a little. I'm a little more critical about it because I'm a Batman fan, and Eric is a little more critical about it because he's a movie dork, and we kind of see it as fucking mid as hell. You know.
It's fine. I just wanted to get my thoughts on it too. That's it. I didn't
mind it, but I definitely thought it could have been better.
Yeah, but some of the things that you guys said, there was, I see, but also could see it from a different point of view, from like a comic book geek, I guess. I don't know. But yeah. What else? There was something else movie wise that I was gonna bring up.
Moon Knight.
No, I said movie. Moon Knight just ended. Moon Knight was great. There was a scary movie you recommended, and we watched it like an hour or two after we watched Batman. It was the Antlers, right? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Phenomenal. I want to say that movie was.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Fucking tense. I really enjoyed that.
Good.
So I wanted to speak on horror genre a little bit too.
And then if you like that kind of like weird horror fucking version of the films, I would say I watched The Ritual on Netflix.
Ritual was really good.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
No. Everybody's been telling me to watch Ozark too. I know that's not a movie, but
watch it until this last part of the last.
Yeah,
season.
I mean, I want to watch the last half just to see what Eric said. But yeah, I'm not expecting much shit.
Talking about Ozark.
Yeah.
I do recommend Moon Knight though. If you're, I mean, it is really cool. It's 6 episodes.
I'm like,
yeah,
6 episodes. I'm like
You're
halfway
bored?
into it.
Bro, I watched 2 episodes. I tried.
Yeah.
I really tried. My wife fell asleep 10 minutes into the first episode. She's like, "What the fuck is this?"
Wow.
I'm like, I'm gonna give it a chance. Let me get a couple episodes.
I had so many questions by like the end of the first episode. I had so many questions. I kind of liked the little emotional mind fuck it was taking me through. By the time you get to the end, it's. I mean, because I don't know a lot about Moon Knight. I'm gonna be honest. He's not a character that I really got into when I was younger, but it's made me, after seeing the whole series, made me want to go and read some of his comics and seeing some of the shit that he does, because the way that they tell it towards the end and you start to see, they do the whole like the part that you start in episode 1, it's almost like you're in the middle of the story, and then by the time you get to episode like 4 and 5, they're telling you the beginning, and then you get the end at the very end. It was just really weird how they told it, but it's like you're putting fucking puzzles together and you're like, oh, this makes sense because they did this. And
I wanted to like it. It had everything going for it. Yeah. I love Oscar Isaac. I thought that it was going to be great, but when it just left a bad taste in my mouth from the fucking jump. Like That's whole fair. First episode was, here's something that happened, but wait, no, it didn't.
It does a good job of explaining it.
Whole episode.
Yeah. By the time you get to 3 and 4, like you really get to the meat of it, because it's only 6 episodes. They can only do so much with the pacing and the budget, but
bro. But if you take 50 minutes doing that for a whole first episode, that's what you're doing. There was nothing for me to follow. I'm like, I just don't care at this point. I don't fucking care.
I love Oscar Isaac.
By the end of the second episode,
he killed that shit though. Oh God. I mean, it's made me want to go back and watch some more of his movies. Like he's done some. He was in Star Wars and he was in one of the X-Men movies, but I know he's got a lot of like indie style movies that I really want to go and check out.
He's got really good drama movies too. He's a fantastic actor.
God, and Moon Knight made me appreciate it, because when you get to the end and you like the flip flop in between the personalities was like on the fly, and some of the episodes, like at first it's a minute for them to kind of switch personalities. By the time you get to like episode 4 and 5, it's just like, wow, like how do you? I don't know. I just, as an actor, I don't think I could do that. I fuck that. I feel like I would need all the prep time in the world.
I don't know what was causing it, but I didn't give a shit about Steven. That's his name, right? Steven?
Mm-hmm.
I cared about Mark.
Yeah.
Even though I never saw him, but I didn't give two fucking shits about Steven. I don't know what was causing that either, but by the end of the second episode, I'm just like, I don't know what the fuck to do here. Like,
if you get bored one day, I would say just finish it, because it does make you like Steven. Because like when he turns into Mr. Knight, like that was, I mean, like that was funny. That was cool as fuck.
That's because you're like a comic dude, though.
Well, he has a line. He goes, "Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. My name's Steven with a V." And it's so fucking funny because it's like it's something out of the comic, and that's like an actual bubble, like in one of the comics. And I was like, "This is fucking like I love little homages to it." And they made him so ditzy, and that's how Mr. Knight is in the comics. And I knew that much, but
I mean, and that makes sense that you would pick up on that, but I would never.
Yeah, I know, but it's just funny. It's credit to Oscar Isaac in the sense that he plays two different characters who happen to be the same character with two different accents. It's just, I gotta see.
There's no doubt he's a great actor.
Do you have another movie you would recommend from him that I need more Oscar Isaac in my life? Is all I'm saying.
There's one it's a strange one. I can't remember the name, but it has like Olivia Wilde in it too. It's a drama, and it's like it follows like 4 or 5 different people's lives and how they all kind of like interconnect, and it's a decent drama. There's some shit about it that's, I don't know, kind of funky, but.
Oh yeah, he was in Dune. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, he was great in Dune too.
He's in Annihilation.
I didn't watch that. That was Natalie Portman, right?
Yeah.
I didn't watch that
Inside Llewyn Davis, is that it?
No, I don't think that's it.
Yeah, he's in a bunch.
So is Ozark done now?
It's done now.
Yeah, now it is. Yeah.
Even though you would never guess. God, dude, I don't want to say anything because you guys haven't seen it. But
is it a cliffhanger?
No, it just doesn't resolve anything. Nothing. So you spent 4 seasons on prolonging something that never happens.
I hate when shows do that.
You get no information. Nothing.
Oh, it's called Life Itself. That's the movie you were talking about.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
The drama/comedy.
Why is it a finale? So is Risen done with it?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing final about it. Yeah, the show's over apparently, and you would it's the most abrupt. Like, it's not even an ending. The screen just goes black.
There's got to be a reason.
That's how I felt about.
They couldn't afford to film the rest. You know.
I hate when shows do that because it's like with like The Walking Dead. Like Walking Dead was really good for the first 2 seasons, in my opinion, and then at one point you start asking yourself like, hey man, what's the end game with these characters? Because like in the graphic comics, they have a clear goal in mind, and you kind of know what direction they're going, even when they have the villains and stuff. But like the show just dragged out so much, and that's the thing I hate about like TV shows that are on like, you know, like AMC and whatnot. When they have like 20 episodes scheduled for a season, it's like that's too much. Like when they took Lucifer off of NBC or whatever the fuck show program it was on, and they moved it to Netflix, they took it from 20-something episodes to 6 or 7 episodes and just told the story. I'd rather you do that than give me all this filler, or I never know where the fuck we're going. And, you know, I want to watch Ozark, but I'm afraid that I'm going to get that same thing from what you're talking about. Like,
have you seen any of it?
Of Ozark?
Yeah.
Not a
Marshall?
lick.
You?
I've heard great things about it though.
It's a fucking amazing show.
Yeah,
up
really
until the second part of this last season. It's a fantastic show.
It's Jason Bateman and somebody else.
I think his wife.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right? You just call her cunt because that's what she is.
Oh fuck.
I fucking hate that bitch. I hate her more than. Did you guys watch Game of Thrones?
I did. I was late to it, but I finally ended up.
You know Joffrey?
Yes. Fuck Joffrey.
Yeah, you know how everybody just wants to fucking kill that little shit?
Yeah, clearly.
She's 10 times worse, bro.
Wow.
So I was waiting, dude. She should have died 1,000 times over.
Yeah,
she should have died the second episode of the first season, dude.
She's a great character to hate, yeah.
There are characters that do that really well.
They milked the fuck out of that.
She's
really did.
Worse than Skylar in Breaking Bad?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a good comparison, too.
Yeah,
but she's fucking worse. She's legitimate cancer. She's a fucking worst.
Speaking of that, I want to watch Better Call Saul. I've heard great things about that show too. I heard it's really good. I've been seeing TikTok clips of it pop up lately.
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get into it. Yeah.
I don't know.
So okay, we could talk TV shows for a second. So obviously, I love the comics and Marvel shit, right? We'll leave that out of that. But as far as
Yellowstone.
Okay, so as far as just normal TV programming goes, I do like the occasional comedy sitcom, but if we're talking crazy, I like crime dramas and like not like fucking CSI and shit like that. I'm trying to think of a good example of like I love like Dexter. Dexter was one of my favorite series of all time.
Yeah.
Dexter.
Couldn't get into it.
Did you watch the new season?
No.
The comeback season?
I'm waiting on it. Because they're gonna do a season 2, and I want to be able to binge a lot of it all at once.
Yeah, both.
And the first season's only like 7 or 8 episodes anyway. So I was like, all right, let me not do that. I made the same mistake with The Witcher, and now I'm stressing for season 3 of The Witcher, and I don't want to do that. So if I would have had season 1 and 2, I feel like I'd have been satisfied if I had all that at once. But so with Dexter, I'm waiting. But when I first watched the first couple of seasons, man, it when I was like maybe fucking 14 or 15 when I watched that, and I was like, this is fucking scary, like God, like not like in a scary way, but like the tension, the like nervousness. I love shows that do that really pull you in emotionally. Lucifer was another good one. I love Lucifer. He's a comic book character technically, but not really. And they did a really good job with making it fun, adding a lot of weird shit. Supernatural, I love Supernatural. They just prolonged the fuck out of Supernatural. It shouldn't have went on for 16 seasons in my opinion, but
I watched it all, but yeah, it definitely should not have been that long.
What did you think of the ending, Dennis? I really want to know your opinion. Were you satisfied with the way that they ended it?
No, not really. Honestly,
not me either.
But yeah.
Either. God,
I need to go shopping at Hot Topic.
I was definitely super sad about it. Like the fact that, because I've been watching it since like the 8th grade, so and I just finished it probably like fucking last year. So yeah. So the way they ended it was super.
I wanted him to go out and blaze the glory. It's not how I wanted it to end, but I mean, whatever. I didn't write the show. Fuck it. But yeah, I need shows that really fucking stress me out. I need to be like, oh my God. So Eric, what kind of shows are you into?
Marshall was shaking. Have you seen Yellowstone? You just don't like it?
I've heard good things about Yellowstone.
Oh no, I haven't seen it. What the fuck it's just cowboys and shit. Like,
well, yeah.
It's about a ranch.
Yeah, it's about the largest property owned in the States, or maybe the private property owned in the States, I think.
Wow.
Yeah, it's Yellowstone Ranch in Montana. And look, I wasn't expecting to like it as much as I do, because I watched it because I'm a Costner fan. I like Kevin Costner. And I think that's basically it. I was just like, I like him. Let me see what he's up to. No, that's not it. Taylor Sheridan is also like one of my favorite movie makers right now. He's a great writer. He's a great director, and anything that he's usually attached to is really good. Like he did Wind River. He did what else did he do? I don't know. He's done a bunch of shit. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank right now, but his movies are really good. He's a fantastic writer and a great director. So I gave it a chance, and it is mainly drama oriented. So it is very slow. There's a lot of shit going on, but when stuff does happen, it is a bit of a payoff, because when shit happens, it fucking happens like full force. So it is really good. It's got great character development. It gets you invested. It is slow, so if that bothers you, it's probably not the show for you. But I've enjoyed the fuck out of it so far, and I'm almost done with the last season.
As far as that Western style goes, I mean, not Hell on Wheels. Preacher, I liked Preacher in that weird kind of like dystopian style, like that shit. I also want to watch Jack Reacher. I heard that was good too. That's on FX, I think. Just Reacher. Is on Amazon. Jack Reacher's the Tom Cruise jet. Never mind. Reacher. Yeah.
Just Reacher. Fantastic.
I heard it was really good.
Super good show. Super fucking good.
What was it?
So yeah, but I don't know, dude. I'd give Yellowstone a chance if you have Peacock. It's pretty fucking good.
I don't, but I could probably get the trial run of it or something, because I've heard nothing but good things about it, and I need to.
Great.
What other show was it? Is on Netflix. Fuck. God damn it! It's gonna stress me out. I just finished it the other night, or not the other night.
There's a lot of shows on Netflix.
I know, it's the fuck. It's the British one where they're it's gonna kill me. Fuck. It's got
Peaky Blinders.
Peaky Blinders. Yes, I blanked really hard.
Yeah.
I haven't even drank. Peaky Blinders started off strong, and then season 3, I was like, this is But the last little bit was in season 4. I was like, okay. All right.
I stopped at 3. I watched like
I like I love Cillian Murphy though, so I'm all about it in that sense.
Yeah, I think I stopped at 3.
The season 4 and fucking season 5 were like it had, you know, you're gonna have good seasons and bad seasons. It was really good.
Plus, did you guys see The Northman? Anybody?
No, I haven't.
Brennan wants to see it really bad. It just looks too much like The Witch, and I didn't like The Witch, so.
What do you mean it looks too much like it? Like the cinematography?
Like just yeah, exactly. Not, you know, the story and shit, just how it looks.
It's the same director, so it's gonna be shot like that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I think it might fit better for what's going on with this movie. Maybe.
You think so? The Witch was just kind of like a blur to me. You know what I'm saying?
It was okay. I was a little let down because I was expecting to see like an actual witch. It would be fucking terrifying. Because that would have been cool.
It was just a fucking goat.
Wasn't there like a
Black Phillip?
This might be off subject, but wasn't there like a Blair Witch TV show that they were working on at one point, or did that actually happen?
I don't know.
It probably just would have sucked ass too. So
yeah, that handheld shit, bro. I can't get on board with it. But
the only movie to ever do that right was Cloverfield, and
Cloverfield is fucking lit.
The first one, I hate the other ones, but the first one.
The other two are even better.
I disagree.
And I've got so much love for the first one. It's one of my favorite movies, but 2 and 3 is so good.
It didn't capture the same like panicky shit that I wanted. Like, I don't know. At least not
it wasn't going for it.
That's what I expected when you attached the name Cloverfield to it. And I think was it Matt Reeves that directed it? And the first one was incredible to me. That fucking Oh my god!
I thought two was okay. It was the whole movie is tense in 2, but 3 is wicked. I love 3. Paradox.
Yeah.
Man,
2 was the one with John Goodman, right? Or was that 3? Yeah, because it just felt like we were getting
Ramona Flowers.
Yeah, and it just felt like it wasn't. I don't know. It just didn't really do anything. I think I only watched the first 2. I didn't even watch the third one. But I mean,
man, the third one is good. You need to watch it.
It left such a bad.
The whole thing.
Okay, I might.
It explains the whole thing, and you get to see the monster again.
Really? Okay, sign me up. Because the monster was so that design for that fucking monster was cool as shit. Like, I've never seen on that scale, I've never seen a crazier monster design outside of like fucking Godzilla. But I mean, it's Godzilla.
Yeah.
And it was just,
I wish they would do more with it, but whatever.
The like pulsing, like breathing thing, that shit scared me as a child. I was like, it's fucked up. Oh yeah, I don't know. I need, ideally, if I could pick a story and whatever setting I want, I think what I love the most, I want something to do. I want someone to do something sci-fi, but not in space. Like I want something like in a like. It's gonna sound stupid to say, but I really want something in like a cyberpunk-esque kind of world, and I want there to be, I don't know, maybe there is something like that, but like I haven't seen anything that's got the actors attached to it. That's got.
You didn't like Blade Runner?
No.
Maine wants another Tron remake.
As cyberpunk as you get.
I want a TV show, you know, and I'm thinking, I don't know, maybe I want to deal with like maybe there's a cyberpunk-esque city with gangs, and there's like almost like think of like Sons of Anarchy, but like in the fucking future. That'd be cool. Sons of Anarchy was fucking phenomenal.
Hey, what if Netflix made a live adaptation of Akira?
That'd be cool. Well, no, not a live act. No, not a live action. Excuse me. Hold up. I thought you were saying something like Akira, not exactly Akira, because they fucked up Cowboy Bebop for me, and they fucked up Death Note, and stop with it. Just chill. Anytime I even remotely like,
why can't they do it correctly? Like, because I would watch that shit if it was done like.
It's the same reason why they're not doing Halo correctly. They don't fucking look at the source.
So, in my opinion, it's the same thing with Death Note and with Cowboy Bebop.
People liked Ghost in the Shell, right? I never saw it.
The anime, yeah.
People like the Scarlett Johansson one.
Nope. Because it's like the argument I always hear is like if it was a by itself thing and you didn't have the anime to back it up, yeah, this would be great. Like if Cowboy Bebop was just the TV show that we got on Netflix and there was no anime to get the source material, it was decent. But like when you have such a grounding like storyline and all these crazy characters and you ignore all of that shit and you just do your own thing, it's kind of crazy. It's fucked up. Because like Cowboy Bebop is, again, shot really well. The CGI and all that looks really good. Some of the characters play their characters pretty well. Some of the story is cool, but they just miss all of the important anime beats that you would want. So when they do an adaptation, it just doesn't. Like Ghost in the Shell the movie with Scarlett Johansson, beautifully shot, really well done. The fighting's really cool. All the story is there for the most part, but like it just doesn't capture the anime. Like there's so much more to that like Adult Swim vibe that I grew up loving that they just didn't capture. And it's hard to explain because like you expect the character to be the character, and like Scarlett Johansson she didn't embody her, and it pissed me off too. But and same thing with Death Note. Light's a cool, crazy character, and they fucked up Light in Death Note. It's so made me so mad.
They chose one of the Naked Brother band dudes to be Light Yagami. Sick.
And they fucked up L2. Huh? Wait, what's up with Lord of the Rings?
Did you see it? The trailer?
Came
out a while ago.
Yeah,
for the Amazon shit.
No, I didn't see that.
I forget what it's called. It's called
Is it bad?
Oh, it's so bad.
Oh god.
Is it bad?
It's so bad.
That's kind of how I feel about the new Harry Potter movies. Like I loved all the original Harry Potter movies, and then they got all the new Grindelwald shit and this, that, and the Secrets of Dumbledore. And I'm like, bro, please just, I'm okay.
Yeah, I mean,
the story's gone on too long.
I loved Harry Potter, but yeah, I'm not super into the Fantastic Beasts shit.
I feel like that's why we don't see much Transformers stuff no more.
They already got another movie coming. What are you talking about?
Transformers?
Yeah, there's another Transformers movie coming out.
I mean, the first one was okay.
Yeah,
everything from 2 on was shit.
Yeah.
I'd say the first 2 I really enjoyed. I went to the theater, had a good time, and then I was like, all right, we're
also
still doing the same thing.
Megan Fox carried that shit on her back. Definitely not for her acting, but for all us early teenage boys.
Her toe thumbs.
Yeah, she was selling tickets.
Oh yeah, facts. Unfortunately,
yeah.
The only movie I ever loved her in was Jennifer's Body. I love that movie. It's a classic.
Never even seen it.
It's a classic like cheesy film that I like watching. It is, but I like it in that sense. Oh, speaking of funny and weird, me and Tay last night, just for the hell of it, watched Freddy vs. Jason, and I was like, this movie is so fucking early 2000s.
Hilarious,
it's so
dude.
I hadn't watched it like 10 years, and I was like, this is fucking great.
It's fun to watch, dude. It's so fucking bad, but it just makes everything so
I haven't seen it in a really long time, but the only scene that I can remember is the very last one where he's fucking holding his head and fucking Freddy winks, and I'm like, hell nah.
They're so cheesy. The first death is so good. Like when they're in the house and he folds the bed on the dude, I was like, this is great. I love this.
Yeah.
Jason looks so ugly.
I forgot about that. I want to watch that and Alien versus Predator.
Yeah, the first one was great.
Yeah, the first one was fun. It was like they fucked up
I didn't know
a
there
lot
was
of
multiple.
lore shit, but it's fun.
There's like AVP 2 and there's Requiem was the third one.
Yeah.
Wasn't it?
No. There's just 2. There's AVP and then AVP Requiem. And Requiem was horrible. But and a lot of people hate the first AVP film too. And I can see why. It's mainly like Predator fans that hate it. And I get it. They changed everything. They used a different studio to do the monster. And there's parts about it I like, but there's parts about it that I didn't either. So it's just like super fans that I think didn't really like it. But they're said to be making a new Predator film.
I heard.
I think it's going to be on Hulu.
Oh.
And it sounds like they can really fuck it up super easy.
Oh,
I hope
really?
they don't.
Yeah,
it's set like in the time of like the Comanche Indians, and he's fighting Comanche Indians.
Speaking of remakes, they put Rob Zombie's Halloween 1 and 2 on Netflix. I almost clicked on that, but we saw Freddy vs. Jason. We're like, we're gonna watch this. So, which I really loved his takes on Mike Myers, and I thought he did a really good job with that shit. Eric, you're a big movie buff when it comes to the horror genre. Did you like Rob Zombie's take on it, or do you like any of Rob Zombie's films?
It's controversial, but there was a lot of things about his first Halloween that I actually kind of liked. I liked that Michael was like 8 feet tall. That shit was terrifying. Fucking terrifying. So
good job with that.
Is the normal girl, what's her face, the actress, is she in the Rob Zombie joint?
No.
Oh, really?
No.
Jamie Lee Curtis?
Yeah, no, she's not in.
Yeah.
Zombie ones. Just fine with me. I like, and then Mike Myers had like the long fucking hair, and I was like, who's this fucking metalcore dad? God damn. Tall as shit.
I think they should have kept the whole beginning out of that movie because he tried to put 2 movies in one and didn't finish either of the movies. Yeah. So you have a prequel that was it screams Rob Zombie, which is all of his movies are the same. It's just fucking torture porn, redneck bullshit.
Yeah.
So you have that for the first half of the movie, and then you have basically like a shot for shot kind of remake for the second half of the movie. And I think if he just would have focused on one thing and left his fucking, Devil's Reject shit out of this movie, I think it would have been great.
I'm into it. I'm from the South. The redneck shit. I'd be like, yeah.
It's fine, but not for every movie. Like it fit the Devil's Rejects and the House of a Thousand Corpses perfectly because that's what it was. But when you do that every single movie that you make, like 31 was the fucking same. Lords of Salem was the same shit.
I don't know. Hold on. Okay, so Lords of Salem, I thought was his most out of pocket take on.
For sure, it was
and
weird
religion
as shit,
and like the goat scene. To this day, I'm still very confused at what the fuck was going on in that movie. I liked Lords of Salem. It's not my favorite. 31, I appreciate. I think what's his name? He played the Ice King.
Richard Brake. He's great.
Loved him as Doomhead.
Great. Yeah, he was fantastic. That's the only reason why I watched the movie is because he was in it and he played that character.
Oh, he was in the last zombie movie, the trilogy to the Devil's Rejects. I'm blanking on what it was called.
Free from Hell.
Free from Hell. Yeah, and he was fantastic as like the weird cousin. I was like, I love him. He's such a great actor.
He's great.
He's
but
stupid.
I'm sick of the Rob Zombie shit. Like it worked in the beginning. The first time I saw it, I was like, okay, this is unsettling and it fits this whole thing. But you can't be doing that shit every movie.
I agree.
It gets old.
And I'm curious to see what he does with the Addams family. And real quick on Three from Hell.
It's the Munsters, bro.
The Munsters. Excuse me, my bad. With Three from Hell, I was really happy to see Sid Haig get like a goodbye, kind of. You know what I mean? He's still a really huge icon in Hollywood, and it was really cool to see him get a cool legendary send off, especially from the fan base. And then I am excited to see what he does with the Munsters. I mean, it's either going to be the same or it's going to be fun. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what he does. I'm not excited because I'm scared, but I'm not invested in the Munsters. Like that shit was before my time.
I was more into the Addams Family, and the Munsters would come on every now and then, and I would watch it. But like, I wasn't obsessed with it. I was obsessed with Elvira. Her little.
I think all of us were obsessed with pieces of Elvira.
I'm still obsessed with her. If we're being honest, she is one of the.
She's still fucking hot.
Ooh, God, I follow her on Instagram. And goddamn.
I want to see Rob Zombie do a cannibal film. That'd be cool.
Like a Hills Have Eyes kind of thing?
No, like a
Cannibal
Green
Holocaust
Inferno.
or Green Inferno. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He probably
Cannibal Holocaust is a fucked up movie.
Nightmare.
Bro.
It's a nightmare.
A fucked up movie.
What's that?
You see, is it called Green
Inferno? I was just going to say. Green Inferno.
Is that the new one?
It's fucked up, though. That movie
is that Roth?
That's Eli Roth.
Yeah.
Eli Roth, yeah. He's cool. I like him.
It's more torture porn shit.
It is.
Yeah.
But like
the one that he was attached to that was really good was just called Clown. If you guys have ever seen that movie, I typically don't really like clown movies either, but that was actually pretty good, and it wasn't the torture porn shit. It was a story and kind of a cool idea, and he did well.
My introduction to him was Hostel, and then Hostel Part 2. Hostel 1 was
I don't think 2 is him, is it?
No, I'm pretty sure it is.
I think he's involved with 2. He may not have directed it.
No, he didn't do 3. He didn't do.
No, he did 1 and 2. I'm almost positive because I remember being like directed by Eli Roth. Like I remember seeing those commercials all the fucking time. But like the first Hostel was terrifying in that torture. Like the way they did the torture and the way they set it up was really done. And then Hostel 2 I thought was kind of over the top, and that's when it got crazy. And that's when you start to. Well, yeah, you do 2 of the same movie. Yeah, I do agree. But like in that torture style, like Eli Roth does a great job of like, fuck. And I think of his character in Inglourious Basterds where he's fuck, what's his name? I think his name's Donnie.
Like bear.
The bear Jew, and he's like the baseball bat. And he's like just maniacal. That's how he directs his movies. Everything is just manic as fuck and scary.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah. But what you said about Part 2, that's like the same reason the Human Centipede is like a whole nother direction. And 2, the first one was more about like the doctor and like he's maniac and like shit like that.
He's fucking guy procedure.
I tried to forget that movie. Thank you for bringing it back up to me.
Yeah, and his mannerisms, like he looks like that guy.
Yeah,
like he would actually be that guy. It's fucking
and then the second one was just more about like the dude is visualizing it and as a consumer watching the movie, and it's just overdone on purpose. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and
they were
that was the point of the movie, and it was good. It. Yeah, they like because that woman did not have to smash her foot into her fetus on the. She didn't have to do that, but they did.
Yep. Yeah, if you want to talk about overdoing it, Serbian film.
Oh yeah, but like, it's just like those type of parodies, because that's what they are. It has a point to them, if you know the history of why they made it and everything. But like they were like, Siberia had too many fucking movies that weren't expressing themselves because of guidelines and shit, and they're like, fuck that, we're gonna make this. And I mean, it's a fucked up story. And to be honest, there's worse shit out there where it's like just fucking no story at all. At least it has, the ending is fucked, but no one didn't want it. And I feel like even you can feel that coming from the director too. He didn't want to do that, but that's the story he wanted to tell at the same time. It's crazy to me. But yes, everything in between that is fucked.
And that's the majority of it, yeah.
Yeah.
Babes, that's it for today's episodes. Thank you for checking out the Slim Nest Podcast. We're doing these short episodes like it ain't nothing, but your boy's got a stream, and you can find that stream at twitch.tv/xsuperherojoex. You can also find Marshall. He's live right now, probably when this episode airs.
Yes.
I don't know.
Yes.
Chiplet6, the number 6 IX, and you can also check out Eric on YouTube and Twitch at EquisCult, EQUISCBLT, and you can also see our dad at Instagram's at whatit is98. If you want to, if you're into that. All right, Eric, play the outro. Hey.